Ranger fans, welcome back to another Midweek Coaches Show. As the school year winds down, some of our sports are just ramping up. We've got tons of exciting things happening this week, over the next couple weeks we want to share with you. We've got a special guest today, sit down with Coach Hill, but let's talk about what's happened over the past week. So for our tennis program, we had one state qualifier. First time for this program to qualify for state. Huge congrats to Rowan Olson, qualified as an individual, participated yesterday in the state tournament held in San Antonio. Unfortunately, he got a tough draw. His first draw in the state tournament was the defending state champion. We're so proud of the way Rowan played. Unfortunately, it didn't go his way. Lost the first match yesterday, but again, as an individual making it to state, we couldn't be more proud of him. So congrats to Rowan, congrats to Coach Lalonde, congrats to Coach Albright. A fantastic overall team season, and then being able to send someone to the state tournament is something to be very proud of. We want to wish all of our tennis seniors good luck in your next endeavors, and just say congrats overall to the entire tennis team. Moving into track, last week they competed at the area meet. We touched on it a little bit last week, but in 12 events, we were able to bring home first place at an area meet. That's insane. All those kids will qualify for regionals. Both of our 4x4s brought home first place. We have kids headed to the regional meet in 27 different events. So huge congrats to Coach Jones, that entire coaching staff. Those guys are out there before school, after school, weekends. Long meets. We're really proud of them. We'll talk a little bit more about regionals when we come back, but a huge congratulations to that entire program. To the kids that maybe didn't qualify for regionals but made it to area, we're still so proud of you. Thank you for everything you've done for Smithson Valley Athletics. Moving into softball, our softball team has qualified for playoffs. First time in 5 years. We're so excited for them. They finished their district season last week with a big 14-0 win over Piper. That solidified their second place spots. Took the second place seed going into playoffs. They'll play third place from the Austin district, which will be Leander Glenn for the first round. We'll have all that information when we come back. Moving straight into baseball. Baseball is currently 10-13 in district. They've got one district game coming up. Last week they sought revenge over Bernie Champion on Friday with a big 3-2 win in the last inning. And then last night brought home a huge win versus Piper. Varsity won 6-0 at Piper. So lots of great things going on. But right now, we want to head over to Coach Hill, who's going to have a sit down with our new superintendent of Comal ISD, Dr. Chapman.
Thanks, Coach Miller, and congratulations to our athletes and coaches for all their successes this past week. And we'll talk about the week ahead in our next segment. We'll throw it back to Coach Miller and do that. But as we do in the middle of each show each week, we typically have a head coach of an ongoing sport on, talking about his or her sport. And We've kind of run the gamut. We've done the lineup card there, and today we've got a special guest. We've got Dr. John Chapman, who's our superintendent of schools at Comal ISD. He's our special guest today. And first of all, Dr. Chapman, we appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity.
Now you've been here since what, about October?
October, 6 months.
6 months, and maybe a lot of our audience, they know the name, but may not know a whole lot about your background. This is an athletic show. You've got a bit of an athletic and coaching background.
Yes, sir, I do. And so I was blessed to play in high school, and then later on play collegiately as well, which actually paved my way to go to college. We couldn't afford it, and this was an opportunity for me, and it allowed me to venture into new things. And I had coaches in my career that molded me and developed me to be the human being I am today, and I hold that near and dear to my heart. Actually, both my boys also played, and both of them played collegiately as well, and so that's been exciting. So it's a big component in Mandy and I's lives.
Well, I know we greatly value who you are, what you do, and what you bring to the district. Been so supportive to our program here at Smithson Valley, and I know the other schools and feeder patterns feel the same way. And well, here we are late April, and here in just a couple of weeks we have a big bond for Comal ISD. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, sir. So we're going out for $634 million. There's going to be three propositions. Proposition A is $560 million, and there's a number of athletic events or projects on there.
Right.
And then Prop B is all athletics, but that's going to be Canyon Lake Stadium and Davenport Fieldhouse and Stadium. And then Prop C is technology, and that's another $28 million, which will affect all campuses within our district.
Well, good, and we hope our viewers will, if they haven't already early voted, you can early vote between now and then Election Day itself is Saturday, May 10th, if I'm right.
May 6th.
May 6th.
Yes, sir.
Don't listen to me, listen to the boss. It's May 6th, Saturday, May 6th. So if not on May 6th, hopefully voting early, and of course we'd never tell you how to vote, but we hope you will vote. And our viewing audience is primarily Smithson Valley.
Yes, sir.
We don't get a lot of viewers from the other schools, shockingly, but Smithson Valley's they've got some skin in the game here on this.
They do, yes, sir. And outside of athletics, right now we're doing Bill Brown Elementary relief, Johnson Ranch relief. We're doing, I call these ugly projects like HVAC, drainage, wastewater at the 2 feeder pattern middle schools.
Right.
But there's a lot on Prop A that affects Smithson Valley athletics and fine arts.
No doubt, and the athletic viewers, what specifically does Smithson Valley High School get out of this? In Proposition A, our wrestlers wrestle right now in an old metal shop with a pole in the middle, and they'll get their own locker rooms, both boys and girls. Wrestlers, and they'll get their own wrestling practice facility as well. And our soccer boys and girls will also get new locker rooms and coaches' offices with proximity to the stadium. And so, and then if you're a baseball fan or been to baseball games at our place, we've got the original dugouts from '88. We've got concession restroom, a press box that are antiquated and really need demolishing and replacing. And so we're going to get brand new stuff over there in those regards for baseball. And then I think those are the things that are on Proposition A. Yes. But then things that aren't on A, but that will be byproducts of passing Proposition A. We mentioned the soccer and wrestling locker rooms. Those can also be used for visitors on game night. Mm-hmm. When people come in on Friday night to play the Rangers, it's kind of embarrassing where we make them dress. We cram them in there pretty good. Now, you never want to treat their visitors too good, okay? But we do need to, and those locker rooms would be, we would be able to take care of them because of proximity to the stadium. And then by those 4 sports moving out of their current locker rooms, boys wrestling, girls wrestling, boys soccer, girls soccer, by moving into these new facilities, our older facilities now can be better used by the other sports who are crammed in there pretty tight right now. Sure. So it's a ripple effect that will actually get benefit throughout our program. So again, wouldn't tell you how to vote, but hope you will go vote.
Yeah, and one of the keys that I want to mention here is, our INS, our bond debt is at 35 pennies. It's been at 35 pennies in the bond 15, 17, and 21. And we're guaranteeing that we will not raise a single penny in taxes. And we can still do the $634 million projects without, again, increasing the taxes by 1 single penny.
Okay. Well, that's all good information. We hope you'll take that to heart and vote as you see fit. And so, Dr. Chapman, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Appreciate not only being on today, but for all you do.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Okay. Thanks for being on today, and go Rangers. Also on today's program, we didn't want time to get away without thanking 2 ladies that mean so much to our Ranger program here at Smithson Valley. Today is Administrative Professionals Day, Secretary's Day, and we want to honor and compliment 2 ladies who have done so much for Smithson Valley. Kelly Ross, who is the Athletic Director Secretary for all of Comal ISD. Of course, she touches a lot of campuses, but certainly ours. Kelly's a homegrown. She had a son that played football for us here, and she's a Smithson Valley gal, and of course she does so much for us behind the scenes that many people never notice, but we certainly notice, and we want to thank Kelly for all that she's done. And on that same note, Donna Moore, she's our campus athletic secretary for all of Smithson Valley High School. And of course, I think anybody who's familiar with our program knows that Donna runs the place and the rest of us just get to work here. And she means so much to us. All games, all paperwork, all purchase orders, everything flows so smoothly because of the work that Donna does. And we didn't want to let today get away without thanking her and Kelly, as we mentioned earlier, for all that they do. Thanks, ladies.
Thanks, Coach and Dr. Chapman. I also personally want to give a huge thank you to Donna and Kelly. Everything they do for Smithson Valley Athletics, for athletics at the district level, those two women are our MVPs. We could not do, as coaches, what we do without them. So big shout out to Donna and Kelly. Thank you for everything that you do. Moving into this week, let's talk about softball. Softball will be playing in the first round of playoffs versus Leander Glen. It's going to be a best 2 out of 3 series. So Friday night, we're going to head to Leander. We're going to play at Glen High School at 7 p.m. If you're up for a road trip, we'd love to have you guys there. No matter what happens, we will play game 2 here at Smithson Valley at noon. So game 1 at Leander, game 2 at Smithson Valley. If there is a third game necessary, that will happen right after game 2. Around 2 o'clock, probably 30 minutes after it finishes. If you can't make it Saturday out to Smithson Valley, you can find the game on Ranger Network. They'll be broadcasting one, if not both of the games. So good luck to our Rangers. We can't wait to watch you Friday in Leander, and then we'll definitely catch you here Saturday at Smithson Valley. Baseball's got 1 district game left before they start worrying about their postseason. So this Friday at Smithson Valley, they will host Piper, 7 o'clock for varsity, and then Saturday they're going to host O'Connor High School at noon at Smithson Valley. So that's not a district game, that's just kind of a playoff warm-up game. Get another game in before you move into the postseason. So again, not a district game, but still going to be some good baseball. So we've got softball and baseball going on out here Saturday at noon. If you don't have anything to do, those kids would love to see you out here supporting them. Track will head to their regional meet Friday and Saturday, and that's going to be at Northeast ISD's Heroes Stadium. We want to say good luck to all the athletes, the coaches who are participating, and we'll have updates for you guys next week on how they finished. The ones that qualify will move on to the state meet, so big exciting weekend for them. Speaking of state, golf is heading there in a couple of weeks. So the girls are going to go to Georgetown for the golf state tournament on May 15th and 16th, and then the boys will be the following week. So May 22nd and 23rd, the boys will head to Georgetown for the state golf, and we'll have updates as we get closer for you with that. But we hope to see you guys this weekend. Huge good luck to softball and baseball as they finish out their season and start playoffs. Huge good luck to track heading to regionals this week. Golf, you got a little bit of time off, but we're wishing you nothing but luck as you head to state in a couple weeks. So thank you, and as always, go Rangers.